Breaking news right now. A man is shot during an armed robbery at an apartment complex in Madison.
Let's go straight to News Channel 5's Matthew Torres. He is getting some information from Metro Police. You've been working this for a while, Matthew. What's the latest?
Well, Steve, at last check, Metro Police are still searching for the suspects. In the meantime, the victim is recovering this morning after being grazed by a bullet last night. Now, this happened at the Terrace Apartments in Madison just before 9 o'clock last night. So keep in mind, a lot of people were awake at the time of this armed robbery that turned into a shooting. Now, according to Metro Police, 3 men whose suspect description is really vague or really non-existent at all at this point approached the man there at the apartments and demanded for his money. And at some point during this altercation, one of the suspects took out a handgun and fired at least one shot at the victim. Again, that bullet just grazed this victim, so he is lucky that his injury is not any worse. So you can imagine these are minor injuries at this point. So right now, Metro Police say that they drove away in a white Chevy Trailblazer after taking the victim's wallet and keys. That's all we have at this point. We are working to get more details, but in the meantime, if you know anything, call Crime Stoppers at 615-74-CRIME. Reporting live at Skyline Medical Center this morning, I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Matthew. New information now this morning on a deadly crash on Highway 109 in Wilson County yesterday. The Highway Patrol says 28-year-old Sergio Lopez of Gallatin was killed in the chain reaction crash. He was a passenger in the car that may have started the five-car pileup. The driver of the car, Lopez, was riding and collided with the semi head-on. Brittany Ross, a registered nurse, saw the whole thing happen and rushed to help.
I had a faint pulse for about a minute, and then we lost him. So I went over to the other side, and I focused more on the woman. I mean, it's hard sitting there holding man's head in my hands and he's dead. Yes, that was very hard.
I can't imagine. Charges are pending right now in that accident.
Happening right now, the search is on for 2 teenage boys who escaped from a local detention center. We're told that Jason Crawford and Hunter Hackney, both pictured right there, ran away from the G4s Academy for boys in Donaldson yesterday morning. They were spotted entering the woods near I-40. Police searched on foot and by air, but they both managed to stay out of sight. Both the boys did.
There's no indication at this time that these juveniles are armed or dangerous. They are a flight risk. We do not believe at this time that there's any risk to the surrounding community.
Police tell us that Crawford is from Sparta and Hackney there on the right is from Lenore City. If you see either one of them, give police a call at 615-862-8600.
Happening now, the search for a missing 9-year-old girl continues this morning. Carly Trent went missing from her school in Rogersville 5 days ago. The FBI says there have been no confirmed sightings despite dozens of tips received. The Bureau issued the Amber Alert on Thursday, a day after her uncle, 57-year-old Gary Simpson, signed her out of school under false pretenses. They may be in a white van with a Tennessee registration of 173 GPS. Call 1-800-TBI-FIND if you see Carly Simpson or that van.
A little girl is expected to recover after accidentally shooting herself over the weekend. Police say the toddler got her hands on a gun inside her Smyrna home Saturday morning. She was rushed to Vanderbilt, where she's now in stable condition. Investigators are now trying to find out how the little girl had access to the gun. So far, no charges have been filed.
Well, Tennessee has seen 9 accidental shootings this year alone. The Safe Tennessee Project tracks unintentional shootings involving both children and unsecured guns in Tennessee. Of the 9 shootings so far, 2 people have died. Tennessee ranks 9th in the country for accidental shootings. This past session, a state House panel killed Michaela's Law, legislation that would have made it a crime for adults to have unlocked loaded guns accessible to children.
It was voted down in a House committee, but supporters of Michaela's Law have not given up on it in hopes of saving more young lives.
And when Brandon Thomas, a candidate for the state House, heard about Saturday's accidental shooting, he decided to make a statement when filling out his candidate questionnaires from the Tennessee Firearms Association and the National Association for Gun Rights. He simply wrote across the page in black marker, "Pass Michaela's Law." We spoke to him by phone yesterday.
I think it's just common sense, a common sense gun law that 30 other states in our country already have. So why not Tennessee?
According to a national public health study, Tennessee is one of 7 states with a disproportionate number of accidental shootings and no safe storage laws.